what do you mean by cultural representations of the Sharia? I mean, we have our culture on one hand, and then we have the Sharia, the principles, moral guiding principles, and how the two meet. So clothing, what does the Sharia say about clothing? And then how do our cultures inform that? Yeah? For example, so I had a really good conversation, debate with some women yesterday or a couple of days ago, and we were talking about cultural appropriation. So because, on the catwalks, you have like this hijabi, non-Muslims are using it, like Dolce & Gabbana and other designers, using hijabi culture or abaya culture, and so on. So they're using these cultures. So some Muslim women are arguing that they're people of color, I don't know where that comes into it, but then they're arguing, no, you're appropriating Muslim culture. My point was that I made, they're not appropriating Muslim culture, they're appropriating Khaliji culture, Gulf culture, Arab culture, Indian culture, Moroccan culture. How can a person who perhaps comes from Indian heritage, lives in England their entire life, adopt the Gulf culture, and then you have a problem when Dolce & Gabbana does it? You both appropriated it. Why have you got any more right than them? I don't understand. And why just because their models have covered their hair in the design work, do you think this you own head coverings now? They're not saying that we're Muslims and XYZ, they're just saying we like a design that also has a hood to it. Why are you jumping up and down about it? And they made it slightly Khaliji. You've appropriated our culture. When did it become yours, our culture? It's theirs. You've had no problem when you appropriated it, but now you have a problem when someone else does. My problem isn't anywhere. I don't mind whoever wants to share in someone's culture, enjoy it, right? Cool. But how do you do it and then have a problem when someone else does it? Well, they're making money off it. And so is the Indian tailor you just bought this Khaliji abaya from. Chinese. Yeah, or Chinese, whatever the case. Get me? When your mate made it and sold you this Saudi-looking or Omani-looking abaya to you for £35, aren't they making money off it? We didn't hear no poor Yemenis or Omanis getting the money from their culture back home. So these kind of arguments take place all the time, and it's because this isn't understood, as in the demarcation isn't understood. What part of it is cultural and what part of it is principle? Clothing. Allah did not say look like a Khaliji, look like an Australian, look like a Brit, look like a Canadian. Allah said these are the principles of awrah. Cover yourselves. People in the desert are going to take those shari'i principles and going to apply them. Someone in Scotland is going to do it. Somebody in Wales is going to do it. Somebody in Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka is going to do it. And they're going to do it with the urf and the norms around them. So to say, no, you have to dress. Even jilbab, a lot of people say the jilbab is the abaya. They're not. Jilbab is a principle. There's 4 different aqwal of the Sahaba. There's 4 different Sahabic opinions on what the jilbab constitutes. Whereas the abaya specifically is something men and women wear in the Khalij. Women wear it as a black cloak, and men wear it, you've probably seen sheikhs and rich people, those white kind of beasts, that's called an abaya. They wear it as well.